Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. For today's video, I'm going to be updating you guys on my most recent purchases of fragrances that I got in travel sizes. I want to let you guys know if I'm planning to pick up full sizes of these fragrances and just a little bit of a better review than I did when I hauled them, because I didn't really know much about them when I did the haul. It was more of a first impression. So I have worn most of these. There is one that I haven't really worn because I just don't feel drawn to it. So we're gonna get into all of that. So if you love all things girly, fragrance, body care, beauty, self-care, go ahead and subscribe. I upload 3 to 4 times a week and I would love to see you back for my future uploads. And with that said, let's jump right into today's video. So I was planning on doing a dedicated video for each of these fragrances, but then I just figured let me just put them all into one video since they are all travel sizes, and this video can just be kind of like a will I be purchasing the full size of these fragrances and giving you guys an update. I think I'm going to start off with the one that I love the absolute most, that I am going to be adding a full size to my collection, down to the one that I'm not interested. Let's start off with the one that I love the absolute most, and that is my 7 Virtues Amber Vanilla. So here is the travel size. My travel size is currently about almost halfway done. So this is the one that I have been enjoying the absolute most. I've been wearing this so much around the house, to bed, to run errands, to go, like anytime that I have to go anywhere these past few days and I'm getting dressed, I just reach for this. It's definitely more on the intimate side, the one that is not beast mode, but you guys know on my channel I'm not all about the beast mode fragrances. I lean more towards creating my own little scent bubble. So I am kind of like the outcast. I'm not the one that wants to walk into a room and like literally like fumigate the place. That's not my goal. If a fragrance is a little bit stronger and it fills the room, that's totally fine as long as it's not bothering me. Like, I wear fragrances for me. I just want to smell good. I want to smell it myself. That's just me when I wear fragrances. So this one right here has just been so good, and surprisingly, even though this one is a little bit more intimate, it's a little closer to the skin, and the first time I sprayed it, I was just like, I'm not sure if this is full bottle worthy because it wasn't too strong, like strong enough for me to smell it. But I get so many compliments from my husband whenever I wear this. Like, every single time I get compliments, and I figured out why. You guys helped me figure out why. So when I first got this fragrance, I kept thinking to myself, this fragrance smells like something in my collection. And for some reason I kept going over to my Clean Reserve Skin, and I just, every time I would smell it, I'm like, okay, no, it's not Clean Reserve Skin. It's that type of scent. It's closer to the skin. It's definitely in that family, but it wasn't that one. And then I received a comment from one of you guys telling me, is it just me or does this smell like Glossier You? And that's where I was like, that's what it is. That's what this smells like. Now, my husband loves this one so much as well. I did mention last month that he just loves this. But me, it's not really my all-time favorite because I pick up a lot of the peppery touches in this perfume, and if it wasn't for that, this would be like one of my all-time favorite fragrances. So that's what this is. So I'm definitely gonna be getting a full-size bottle because Amber Vanilla is Glossier You without the pepper. That's what it is. It's like this ambery, very warm, close to the skin vanilla that still has a little bit of sweetness, but it's not too sweet. It's perfect for just everyday wear. You can wear this year round. So I'm going to read the main accords on Fragrantica. I think the first time I did the haul, it wasn't on Fragrantica yet, but the main accords are vanilla, musky, amber, powdery, floral, and warm spicy. And you have pink pepper, carnation, lily of the valley, vanilla, ambroxan, musk, and iso-e super. Wait, that has pink pepper too, but I don't pick up pink pepper in here the way that I do in Glossier You. This fragrance is so beautiful. I don't know if I'm going to purchase a full-size bottle right now because I think what I'm gonna plan on doing is finish up my Glossier U, because I was gonna put it on my Mercari because it's halfway full and I was just gonna get a full size of this, but then I figured I only have a little bit, like I can go through this pretty quickly, and once I finish this one I will get a full size bottle of Amber Vanilla and this will replace my Glossier U. So if this one was a little bit too peppery for you, which for me it definitely can get some days, this is the way to go. It is like a powdery vanilla. It's a little musky. Beautiful. I love it. When I do take a shower and I put this on and I lay in bed, I can definitely smell it on myself. It's not one that's going to leave a super like crazy sillage or have amazing projection or anything like that. But for everyday wear, you're going to smell good. If someone comes in for a hug, you're going to smell amazing. It's that type of scent. So this is my number one from my recent travel size purchases, and it is going to be making its way into my collection for sure. So amazing release. I love it. If you haven't smelled it, give it a try, especially if you are a skin musk vanilla warm type of girl. This is going to be such a good one. So next up, we have another one that I really love, and this one might come into my collection, but I'm still figuring out if I want to have a full size. I love the smell of it, but surprisingly, I smell it a little bit less than the Amber Vanilla from Seven Virtues, which is crazy because when I hauled them, I said that this one was stronger, which is the 5 Sens In Too Deep. This one is so beautiful. It's very similar to Amber Vanilla, but just more sugary and sweet. So if you wanted Glossier U type of scent, but you wanted to have more sugar in it, this is really good. Now this is very soft as well, and the only reason I'm a little iffy to get a full size of this one is that I smell this one less on myself. So the Seven Virtues Amber Vanilla, I can pick it up more. It creates a little bit more of a scent bubble. This one, I have to really like look for it and I can't really smell it too much. So that's the only thing that I'm a little disappointed about this one, but I am gonna let it sit in my collection for a bit. I don't even know where this one is at because the bottle, I can't see where the fragrance is at, but I have used it quite a bit. So this one has notes of Tahitian vanilla, Italian bergamot, sparkling sugar, Australian sandalwood, and musk. So the notes are notes that I really love because I do love the sparkling touch that bergamot adds to fragrances. I love the Tahitian vanilla. There's sugar in there. It's a very sugary vanilla fragrance. I would say that the only thing, again, stopping me from getting it is that I can't really pick it up while I'm wearing it. I'm gonna put it on today again. Yeah, this one's way close to the skin. Like this one, it smells so good though. It smells really good. This one is a maybe for me. This one might be coming into my collection. I'm not gonna tell you that it is amazing in performance. It's not. It's a clean fragrance. It's going to be softer. I know some of you guys that watch me are sensitive or you get migraines or things like that. This is something you would want to look into. It's perfect to wear to work. If you work somewhere where they might be a little strict with the fragrances that you can wear, definitely one that you would probably be able to get away with because it's just a scent that could just be a scent that you have to you because you showered, you have good hygiene, you smell good. It's not something that's going to fill up the room and be super strong. So that is In Too Deep. It's a sugary sweet vanilla fragrance, very similar to Amber Vanilla, like I said in the haul, just with like a heavy dose of sugar in it. So if you're a sweet lover, you would probably love the way that this smells. It's very girly, very romantic, very sweet and pink. I really like it. I hope that it gets better with time, and if it does, I will be adding this full size to my collection. If not, I will just use the travel size up and keep it moving. But it's a good one. Another thing I wanted to mention about 5 Sens, I had someone comment and tell me that the 5 Sens In Too Deep smelled exactly like Cheirosa 59 from Sol de Janeiro. So that made me super curious. You guys have been really coming through. Your noses are on another level because every time you guys comment something, I'm like, there you go. Why didn't it click in my head? And you guys are just quick with it, quick. One of you guys commented and told me that these two smelled identical to each other. So what did I do? I came running upstairs to my room and I sprayed them, and I will say they are. But I will say this. I prefer this because even though they smell super duper close upon like first spray, if you smell this already, you kind of could tell what this is gonna smell like. This one is still screechy and I have used a lot of it. As you guys can see, like this is pretty much almost halfway done. So I enjoy it. I definitely enjoy it. It's just not my favorite that Sol de Janeiro has came out with. I just wish that that violet note wasn't as screechy and sharp because it is sharp in here. So this doesn't have that sharpness. That's the only difference I found between these two. So this one dries down a little screechy, a little sharp with that violet. It has gotten a tiny bit sweeter with time, but still not enough for me to really love it. So what I would do is, you guys know I really love the body butter. So I would put the body butter on and then layer this on top. That would be beautiful. That would be like the perfect match. Like this is what I wanted this to smell like, because this doesn't have that screechy sharp note in there and it's more vanilla sugary. So again, if you have all of this, you can layer it together and maybe help them last longer together. But I would just kind of skip out on this and just have a full size of this and layer it with the body butter from Sol de Janeiro. And I think that would be an amazing combo. So I just wanted to also add that in there. So thank you guys for helping me out, for giving me your suggestions or your discoveries. They help a lot. So that is 5 cents in 2D. Next up, we have Phlur's Strawberry Letter. This is the one that I'm kind of struggling with, you guys. Like, I don't know how I feel about this. As you can see, it's literally still at the top. I haven't, every time that I tell myself I'm going to reach for it to wear it and test it, I feel like I'm not even interested in it. When I first got it, I did feel like it was grown and sexy, and I did like the take on strawberry, where you still get the strawberry, you still get that like youth, it's youthful but it's grown at the same time because it has a sexiness, because there's this earthiness that comes into this fragrance and really elevates it to a more grown feeling. But I'm not really liking that earthiness in it. Like I'm just not feeling. So when it comes to Phlur, I still stand by my favorite being Father Figure, and I want to get a full size of that fragrance. I just haven't bought it yet. I'm thinking maybe when the spring sale comes around, I'll pick that one up. That one is so interesting to me. It has like this unisex vibe to it, but it's still something that I can wear and feel beautiful with it at the same time. It has like a musky powderiness to it. It's so beautiful. This one, I feel like it's gonna be very popular with many people, especially if you are a strawberry lover. I will say, I think the performance on this is really good compared to some Phlur fragrances I have tried out. The more it sits, the more this earthy, almost green side starts coming through. So it almost makes me think of like you're picking the strawberries and then there's, it's just like a little bit of a dirty touch that I'm not able to fully enjoy. I do feel like it's a stronger fragrance. I feel like it definitely lingers, and it's definitely, it still keeps that juiciness in it. It's juicy, it's strawberry, it's pretty, it's sexy. Yeah, I agree with all of that. But is it one that I want a full size of? I don't think so. I don't even think I'm going to use this travel size, to be honest with you guys. I have to be honest with you. I don't know. I just don't feel like it's one that I really love. So I'm going to read the main accords to you guys for Strawberry Letter. It's sweet, fruity, floral, amber, and vanilla. There's nothing earthy in the main accords, so I don't, maybe some people are not picking it up. Now, remember this about me. I don't like plum. Plum is a note that usually will mess up a fragrance for me. And I didn't know that there was plum in here. I picked it up. I don't think I saw the plum when I was looking at the notes. But it does have plum, strawberry, and cassis in the opening. I have struggled with cassis in the past in certain fragrances. And I think I can pick up that plum. And I think that's what's kind of throwing me off. And then there is red poppy, which I definitely picked that up as well. Apple blossom and lily. The base notes is sugar, amber, tonka bean, and earthy notes. And it's literally like a little picture of like dirt with a little plant. So you definitely get all of that in this fragrance if you like that complexity, because I do feel like it's not as simple as other fragrances. Like there's layers to this. You can definitely tell that they wanted to create something different. So I do appreciate that about it, and I'm not gonna sit here and say that it's a bad fragrance. It's not. It's just not one that I'm going to reach for. It's not the type of way that I like to smell. It also has like this syrupy touch to it, along with that earthy touch, along with maybe that plum coming through, and it's just not the type of fragrance I go for. But I think that many people will love it. So I think this one's definitely one that you really have to test out. If you can go to a Sephora, if you can smell it, or if you can order yourself a travel size, which is usually what I like to do. I just go with the travel size. It's more affordable. I get to experience the fragrance and actually wear it, because sometimes when you try fragrances in store, you might get like your first impression, but then you don't know how it's going to wear over a few days, or if you're gonna grow to like it. So travel size is usually my favorite way to try out a fragrance. But yeah, this is just not doing it for me, unfortunately. I thought it was going to be a win for me. I was very excited when I saw that this was going to be released. And the first impression, like the first spray that I did, was such a beautiful, intoxicating strawberry. But then as the days have been going by and like those earthy tones are kind of getting stronger and taking over, and I'm just not really enjoying that side of it. So that brings me to another update that I would like to add in here. This is not a travel size, but this was sent to me from Michael Malul, and this is Berry Blanche. So I noticed that these two fragrances are very, very similar. They have similarities, but then they also have differences from each other. So I had one of you guys ask me if they were similar, and that made me come and spray them side by side. This one is definitely less earthy, you guys. The first few times that I sprayed it, I was so excited about this fragrance because it was so different, and I was getting like this very bougie, like luxurious smell to it. Tell me why the last two times that I have sprayed this, it is literally smelling like, again, very earthy, almost herbally. Something is taking over in this one. Ever since I sprayed it a few times, this is exactly why I never like for any of my viewers to take my opinion in a haul video too serious, because it definitely takes time to get to know a fragrance. This one just, it's been changing so much. It's so different from what I smelled the first few times that I sprayed it. I even wore this a bunch of times, and I was really enjoying it. And then when I came back to it a few days ago so that I can smell if it was similar to this one, it has gotten so just herbally smelling, kind of like earthy, and I'm just not into it. I don't know. I'm gonna keep it in my collection. My mom is coming to visit me soon, so if she likes it, I think I'm gonna let her take it, because I know I'm not gonna reach for it. And this strawberry letter, I don't even think I'm gonna keep this in my collection either. Those two were started off more positive and then ended up not really being my type of scent. So that's going to be it today for these reviews. I hope that it helped a little bit. Definitely my favorite, Amber Vanilla. I've been in love with this one. I want a full size, so Seven Virtues got me with this one. I love it. So I did pick up one travel size, which is Viktor and Rolf Flower Bomb Tiger Lily. It's on its way over to me. I'm still thinking about picking up My Way, the new My Way that is out. I'm not sure if I want to try that one. It's My Way Eau de Perfume Nectar. I might go ahead and just get the travel size. I got rid of My Way a while back. I haven't had it in my collection, so maybe a travel size would be nice of that one. I also want to order the Donna Born and Roma Green Extravaganza, so I'm excited to try those. So I will be having a few more fragrance reviews coming up and giving you guys my thoughts on these new releases, which seem to be never ending this year. So that's going to be it from me today. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Comment down below how you feel about these fragrances that we talked about today. Thank you so much for being here. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in the next one.